Well, hello again. I'm making an FPS multiplayer project now called Havoc, which is inspired by games like Valorant, CSGO, and Rainbow Six. And it's currently on Steam, so if you want to go ahead and wishlist it to help me out with the algorithm when I release, the link is in the description. Now, it's been over 4 long months since my last devlog, and let me just say, wow, the improvement from the last devlog to the current state has changed tremendously. So try and keep up, because there's going to be a lot to cover. The first topic, which I'm sure is most appealing, is the art style. Ever since the last devlog, I brought a friend on board to help me out and improve Havoc, which has been one of the most noticeable improvements. The old character, which was made by me, has finally been swapped out. As of right now, both sides are using the same character, just with different colors, but soon defenders and attackers will have different models. The original map has been revamped, the textures have been switched out and are no longer simple colors. We also added volumetric lighting and improved post-processing. This map does lack destruction, which is where the new map comes in. Right now it's using prototype materials since we are currently tweaking it as we do playtests and see what works and what doesn't, which you can join our Discord to join our playtest. It has 2 bomb sites just like the original, but it introduces more breaching like these. Wood is obviously going to be the most cheapest and cost-effective way to breach in. Concrete is going to require a little bit more help, which is where utilities come in, so stick around and you see that later on. With the redesign of the map, we thought doors would be a great addition. All wooden doors will be unlocked, which means anyone can open them. The metal doors will remain locked and will be at certain points like the power-up rooms. We have something planned on ways to unlock doors, which has not been implemented yet, but as of right now, you can just destroy them. Alrighty, skins. Something I've always had planned since Havoc will be released for free. I wanted to add cosmetics, not only for you guys to show off, but for me to earn some quick bucks. The skin system honestly came out awesome. Right now we have over 30 skins per gun. Of course, some skins will be free and given based on playtime hours, as Steam will control that, which makes it more secure compared to the leveling system. Since the game is peer-to-peer, there's really no server I can use to do any safety checks, so as of right now Steam is the only and best option I have. I might look into Twitch drops, as I think that could be really cool for the community and it could help market the game on its own. I previously spoke about utilities and how they could be efficient when breaching into walls. Here are all the ones we currently have made, and a couple more are in the works. Most of them should be obvious on what they can do, as I won't sit here and explain it, instead you can watch them in action. Personally, I'm very bad at 2D art, which means UI is not my specialty. So in order to compensate for that, I paid a contractor to help me out. His ArtStation link is in the description, which shows all the UI if you'd like to see that. Now the old UI looks like this, which in my opinion was very bad. The improved UI is so much better now. Everything looks and feels responsive, from animations to sound effects. As you can see, some of the guns look weird. That's because we have not remade them yet, so just kind of ignore that for now. As far as lobbies, like I said earlier, the game is just peer-to-peer. So quick play isn't really a ranking system or matchmaking, it's just finding the closest lobby you could get. Unfortunately, we can't really do ranking due to budgeting, so maybe after release, who knows. Weapons have been completely reworked ever since Rylan joined Havoc. He recreated most weapons so far and made them look amazing. All animations were revamped from equipping to reloading, and soon we will have inspection animations to be able to look at skins. He also improved the recoil system in the game to be more responsive and tied into the player's movement, so any movement or jumping will make the shot not be as accurate. There's also a UI in the bottom when aiming to show your current accuracy, which I'll probably make that a setting option so you'd be able to turn that on and study the recoil if you like. A new feature we added which we think will help change the flow of the game will be wall banging. The way I'm handling that is by calculating the wall width and seeing if the gun has enough penetration stats to wall bang. It honestly wasn't that hard to implement. Basically what's happening is when you first shoot a bullet, it shoots a raycast. Once it collides with something, it will shoot another raycast to where the wall bang would technically be. Once that second raycast hits, it will shoot one last raycast backwards from the direction it came from and ends up getting the opposite side of the wall. From that point, all you gotta do is just get the distance from the first raycast to the last raycast, and then there you have your width. I don't think I ever really went into detail about the plans for Havoc and what game modes would be on release. As I'm sure you guys know, as it's obvious, I was very inspired by CSGO and Valorant when developing Havoc. And of course that leads to comments on Reddit about being a clone and not really having anything unique in the game and destruction can't really carry it. You know how obnoxious people can get on Reddit. But at the end of the day, they're correct. I mean, we are doing the same game mode and we really don't have anything unique to that game mode other than destruction. I mean, I always had planned to have more game modes. I think what can really set us apart and benefit from are unique game modes. Like, I've always been thinking about a bounty mode. Where killing rewards money, and of course at the end of the game, the one with the highest bounty will win. But during the game you can spend money on a loadout, or random traps around the map like a beacon which shows all enemies, or a turret which can be enabled for a small amount of time. There's really a lot I can do with this and somehow tie destruction into it. The last feature I'm going to talk about that I added was pinging. A lot of games have this feature, and in my opinion it really helps those who don't have a mic, so they can't really contribute to comms. It also is a way to provide visual feedback to teammates to be cautious in a certain area. Well, I think that's about it for this live vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have working on Havoc. Make sure to like, subscribe, and wishlist the game on Steam. It really helps me out. Till next time, see ya!